The very fact that you are watching this video means that you have made a number of big decisions regarding the next few years of your life. You've decided you want to study at higher education. So in this video, we're going to talk through the ways that you can think about choosing your course, using some other current students as examples. You then have to think about why and what course they chose. But first, let's start with the starter activity. What are the most important factors for your choice of course at university? Those are only a few examples, but there are many more. From that, you might be able to figure out if there are certain bits of advice which might be more suitable for you. But there are also two different things that you can look at when choosing a course. What are your current interests and what are your current career aspirations? With each student that we're going to show you, I want you to think about whether they went with their current interests or their career aspirations, or perhaps both. And also, what were their choice factors for their chosen course?
Hi, my name is David, and this is Choose My Course. On this, what we're going to do now is I'm going to tell you a few reasons how I ended up choosing the course I chose. And after that, I'm going to try and see if you can guess what course I chose after I give you some factors that led to me making these decisions. So first, a little bit about myself. So my name is David. I was born in Nigeria, and then at the age of 9, I came to the UK. And then I went primary school in London, secondary school in Birmingham, and then sixth form in Middlesbrough in the Northeast. And then I came back to London to do my degree and finish full circle. So we're going to go through a few reasons why I chose my course. So first was interest. At school, I did best in science and maths, and I enjoyed those courses. I tutored people in the courses in the years below me and some of my friends as well. Second reason was family. So in my family, we have a science background. My dad was an electrical engineer. My mom was a healthcare worker. And my siblings, we all brought science through that way, and maths as well. The third reason was location. So I told you all the places I lived in growing up. And out of all the places I lived in, I loved London so much because of the diversity, the culture, the means of transport. It was just somewhere I knew I wanted to go back to at the end of my school time. And then lastly was my career choice. So at the end of my sixth form, I went to do an apprenticeship, and working in a hospital showed me how much I wanted to be a doctor. And so it made me and pushed me forward to going to university and trying to get a degree so I could be a doctor. So now I'm going to give you a few moments to try and guess which one of the courses I've chosen. So the choice I made was a BSc in biomedical science with foundation year. And a BSc is basically what you get at the end of an undergraduate study after your 3 years of studying. I know a lot of you thought I did medicine. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get there yet, but I did a foundation. And that was mainly because at the end of my A-level, I chose to do an apprenticeship, so I'd work and earn money at the same time. And then after that, whilst I was working in the hospital at King's College Hospital, I decided I felt like I had more to give. I wanted to go on to be a doctor, and so I applied for a scholarship, and I was able to secure a scholarship. And the foundation year really helped me to prepare to do biomedical course at Queen Mary University of London. And then I'm hoping my biomedical course would help me prepare me to become a doctor. I study medicine in the process as well. So that's my choice. Thank you for your time.
Everyone, my name is Alizeh, and I'm a final year university student at the University of Westminster in central London. I studied economics, business studies, media studies, extended project qualification for my A-levels, and I also did psychology for a year, which I dropped at the end of year 12, so that was an AS. So my interests include debate, mooting, basically anything to do with talking and speaking, because I'm a very talkative person. And I also enjoy doing digital marketing and all as like, just a side thing. So when I was choosing my A-level subjects, I did not have any specific career in my mind. So I decided to go with subjects that had a very broad range of skills. So from essay writing to creativity. And yeah, even in year 12, I was very unsure about my career aspirations. And that is when I decided to do a lot of research into higher education. So I attended a lot of university events, open days, spoke to a lot of current students at that time from various different subjects, and not from a particular one, like one specific subject, because then there's no, variety. And that is why by the time I got to year 13, I knew what I wanted to study at university. And even then, I was not 100% sure, because the course I'm doing now is academically a very challenging subject. And that thought alone used to scare me a lot, because, I have always been a very indecisive person. I think a lot of teenagers are very indecisive when it comes to choosing a career. So it was quite a difficult time at that time. And then, of course, I took a lot of help from my teachers. My head of sixth form was absolutely an angel. He helped me through the whole UCAS process a lot. And in fact, one of my teachers, she actually studied the same subject at university herself. So she helped me a lot with my personal statement. And, now I'm in my final year, and trust me, I absolutely love this course. And I don't think I have any regrets when it comes to choosing my course. And yes, it can be very challenging, but I think that's the whole purpose of studying and learning new things, to basically come across challenges, and you then, you learn the ability to face them, overcome your weaknesses and all the difficulties, and basically aim towards success. So this course that I'm doing at the moment is one of the most popular courses across the country. So it's pretty much available at a lot of universities. And I always knew that I wanted to go to university, because I wanted to conquer the intellectual challenges and develop a sense of achievement. And over the last 2 years, university has allowed me to build initiative and leadership skills that can be used for life. And yeah, I'm not going to talk about too much about my subject, because as I said, it is a very, all the subjects in the options, they are very similar to each other. So if I talk further, I will give away way too much about the subject. And I will let you do the voting now, and then I'm going to talk about my subject, because why not? So those of you who chose law, spot on. I am studying law. I'm in my final year of LLB law, literally just the last year of, some people call it hell, some people call it heaven, but for me, it's basically just in between. Law has, a law degree, I believe, equips you for almost any profession that requires intellectual strength combined with a practical approach to the world. It opens a lot of doors, and because it's a very flexible degree. And a lot of you must be wondering why I didn't pick any other subjects. especially when I studied economics and psychology at A levels. I feel like you can pursue a career in all the other courses with a law degree, but not vice versa, unless you do a conversion course, which is a year-long course, and it's very difficult compared to the 3 years undergrad degree that you do. And after a law degree, there are 2 traditional routes towards becoming a lawyer. So one is to become a barrister, and another one is a solicitor. And with a law degree, you can go on to do so many different things. You can go on to become a politician, a journalist, producers, anything, to be very honest. And that is like, even now, I am not 100% sure what I want to do, especially now when I'm in my final year. Everything is just starting to, you know, get back together. And I'm like, oh, should I go for that route? Should I go for that? Eventually, I might not even become a lawyer. I have always been very interested in human rights, so that's something which I want to pursue a career in. And then I also studied medical law and ethics last year. That was like one of my most favorite subjects ever. So that's also on the, you know, on the side. Medical law is also there as a potential career. Law is basically a self-explanatory degree. There are a lot of challenges that you come across, but as I mentioned earlier, that's going to be with pretty much anything and everything. So yeah.
Hi there, I'm Christian Broad. I am 22. At A level, I originally studied drama and theatre studies, music, English literature and English language, and psychology. And then after my AS levels, which I don't actually know if they exist anymore because I'm old, but so yeah, after my AS levels, I moved back a year. I did a BTEC in Performing Arts, and I also did A-level dance on the side of that. So going into my the reasons why I chose the course that I did at higher education, my main one was interest. From doing A-levels, I realised that like my natural ability in the area that I really liked meant more to me than what I'd already studied. So what the course I had to do isn't something that I'd done before I was 17, so I actually picked it up and started it at sixth form college. And then, yeah, just worked really hard. And that was purely off like the passion that I have for it. And also the course I do is more vocational, which means that A-levels didn't serve me in the best way for that. I wanted lots of practical hours. I wanted lots of hands-on stuff to do. I'm trying not to go too much away. And yeah, just like doing that and changing the course allowed me to fully enjoy my subject area. And yeah, definitely coming down to my passion for it drives my motivation for it. And I think passion is the most important thing you can have for something. My next thing that made me want to take this course is that the course that I do has a really clear trajectory into where I want to go. It is the best course to take. It sets you up best for the industry that I'm going into. It's quite a difficult industry, and it takes a lot of mental resilience and preparation time. And the course that I do is the best way to prepare me for that. And also, like, the area that I study is quite specific, you could say. It's like a branch. It's a branch of a bigger area, yeah, because it is quite unique and niche. The course that I do is very specific, which again helps me to get the most out of it and be the most prepared I can be for my career. My next thing is that I'm a bit of a free spirit. To me, my happiness and my welfare and my enjoyment will always come before a salary or a stable salary or anything like that. And the course that I study allows me to branch into many different areas of employability. In my industry, the more things you can do, the more employable you are. And yeah, it definitely means that like the way that my job and career path can always be changing. It matches my character in the sense that I like things to just kind of go with the flow. Quite bubbly, free-spirited, charismatic, and all of those things. And the course that I'm taking allows me to be that version of myself at work, which is pretty damn cool. My final reason for taking this course is the impact it has on my general life well-being. I found before I started studying the subjects and before my higher education course, I didn't really look after myself in the best way. But the course that I do, because it is so physically and mentally demanding, it teaches me to like put my well-being first. It disciplines me, and it forces me to look after myself and be the best version of myself. Yeah, I think that was a big thing for me, alongside the passion for it, is that if the thing that you're doing and the work that you do is also helping you to be the best version of yourself, then I think that is the best thing you could possibly do with your time and with your life and your career path. So yeah, those are my 4 main reasons why I took my higher education course. So the ones that I want you to pick between are BA Sport, Fitness and Coaching, BA in Ballet Performance, BA in Music Performance, or a BA in Professional Dance and Musical Theatre. If you have the passion to fuel what you're doing, then any assignment that comes your way, anything that is put up in front of you, if you have an underlying passion for it, you will want to do it and you'll want to work through it, even when it's stressful. Higher education is difficult, there's no denying that. It's a step up in education. But if you're truly passionate and really want to do what you're studying, it means that you'll always find that little bit of fire in you to just keep going. Yeah, I think that's definitely the most important thing.
One tip I would give you is look at all your options. So make a list of all the cities you want to go to and look at all the courses, because not all courses are created equally. And that's because every university focuses on different things when creating their degree. So for example, at Queen Mary in biomedical science, they mainly focus on the medical aspect. And one of the ways they show this is you study anatomy with prose sections, which I'm not sure many other biomedical science courses as, and that's to show more of a stronger emphasis on medicine, as a lot of people study biomed at Queen Mary typically go on to do medicine.
A lot of universities are offering online courses, just not that long courses. You can attend online open days as well, which has made things a lot better, because of course when you're in year 13 you have a lot going on already with the exams, courseworks, and UCAS, of course. So it's good to just go around, do your research.
So my course is Professional Dance and Musical Theatre. If people couldn't already guess, I'm quite bubbly, charismatic, and to do performing arts even when I wasn't studied from a young age is my passion, and I think it matches me as a person, matches what I'm all about. I am quite academic as a person anyway. I didn't struggle in my A-levels. I did get good grades at sixth form, but I just found, for me, an academic route doesn't make me feel the most fulfilled I could be. I have academic parts to my course. We still have dissertation, we still have professional units, but in general my course is 90% hands-on, practical, learning skills, transferable skills for other industries. In case of times in between work and stuff, and for me that's perfect, because again, I like things to change. I don't like to feel stale or stuck in the same place, and yeah, my course allows me to do that. I wanted to pursue it against all odds, and let that creative side of me out. I do have a background in music. I did originally want to study music after sixth form. However, I just realised I wasn't quite cut out for it, and then finding another interest in a similar area that I was actually good at and something that I really, really enjoyed was massive to me. And out of the other courses, I'm sadly not a ballet dancer. I wish I was. I do ballet as part of my course, but ballet performance is not something I have the ability to do, as I didn't start early enough. Sport, fitness and coaching. Sport is part of my course, but it's not my passion, so to speak. I don't really enjoy going to the gym. I wouldn't really enjoy coaching someone, but I would enjoy teaching someone, whether that be singing, acting or dancing, which is like the primary parts of my course. Again, BA music performance. I do play the saxophone. I am a musician as well. But again, it's not where my skill set lies. I get very stressed out when I'm trying to practice, and it's not where my heart lies. So yeah, professional dance and musical theatre. You meet anyone to do that course, they are the bubbliest people, have the most energy, and yeah, our career path is exciting and fun and everything I could want it to be. And yeah, that's me.
This is a question I've been thinking of actually, and it's a bit of a yes and a no, because I did enjoy my course, and it was just, as I was doing my courses, I realized there were some topics I really enjoyed, especially the chemistry part. So maybe if I went back, I might have done biochemistry instead, because I really enjoy chemistry. But I really had a great time on my course, so I wouldn't say, if I had to do this all over again, I would do the same thing again. But I did think about doing biochem as I was doing my course.
I don't think I regret the choice of university or the course. As I said, I love my course, I love the university, I love the location as well. One thing I think I could have done better was to take a gap year. There is a lot of stigma around young people doing university, going to university. There's a lot of societal pressure that after A-levels, you have to either get a job or you must get into education, further education. And because of all of that pressure, the societal pressure, I was like, okay, I'm going to go into university. So when I got into university, I was not in a very good place mentally. So that, you know, just taking all of that pressure and then starting a new beginning with that in mind, you are not able to focus on it properly. So I wish I did take a gap year. But now I feel like, yeah, a lot of universities do provide support when it comes to, you know, mental health, which is amazing, especially now because there is a lot of awareness around the world. So it's very important that you do prioritize yourself before you get into that societal pressure. I just wish I didn't get, you know, fall a prey to the societal pressure. So yeah.
I don't regret my choice of course at all. It is the hardest thing I've ever done, without a doubt, especially not having a background in it from when I was young. Like a lot of people in my year at uni have trained in this since they were 3, and I started when I was 17. So I do sometimes feel like I catch up. If I could go back, I wish I'd kept doing gymnastics. I wish I'd kept doing these things when I was a kid. But in terms of my course, I have no regrets at all. Like I can't see myself doing anything else. And also the amount that it's helped me grow as a person, I feel like that is massive as well. I don't know if another course could have helped me do that more, if I'd done like a straight acting course or maybe an acting musician course, to try and get over my hurdle of like my stress around like practicing my. But in general, like the path that I've chosen and the route that I'm in is exactly where I want to be, and I'm very grateful for it.
Remember that studying at higher education gives you many other options that you might have not had the chance to at sixth form or college. You can use this opportunity to study a subject you never had before, or even study in a way that you never had before. Think about whether you want to study online through distance learning, or a blended degree, or even study 2 subjects rather than just 1. Remember to use all the support that you need while choosing a course. This shouldn't be a stressful or pressured time for you. If you need any more advice or any resources, please go to AccessHE online, where you can find this support.